So,
hey, well, at least we caught it.
oh,
We caught it.
all right, guys, welcome back. So today we're going to talk about RMS power. Let me step back a little bit just so you guys can see everything here. If you guys got any questions, you want to see us demo with something you see in the background, let me know. So RMS power and how it's determined by companies, and they use specialized tools to determine all of these factors and give you the numbers that match their statistical ratings. A simple rule of thumb. Alright, guys, welcome back. Alright, I think we got both in recording. And he just started crying. Alright. Oh, there we go. I think she got a hold of him.
So this is like the 2.5 ohm test.
Yeah, so I didn't realize that anything above the 2 ohm mark was like jotty.
Oh,
I guess.
it's actually 1700.
So 1700 watts above 2 ohms.
And usually it's 1800 on their other amps, so that means this isn't really.
This doesn't. It's once in a while it goes under that 2 ohm mark, but for the general majority of the time it stays at 2 to 2.5 ohms, and from there up. So you can go ahead.
It is slamming it though, and it's.
It's hitting hard.
Yeah,
like
real.
you can tell it's going. It's nice and clean. It's moving my camera. There we go. Maybe that won't move now.
Yeah.
I keep it loose so I can move the camera around. Damn. And it's really going. Let's put it on dyno and see what we get. I'm going to give it a little bit more off the amp. Because I actually turned the amp. It was at 1 o'clock when we started, and I turned it down to about 11 o'clock.
There is no LED for power for clipping on that.
What do you mean? On this?
Yeah. Only on the monitor.
That doesn't say we're clipping.
No, but think about it. The clip light works for the monitor, but there's nothing on the amp.
Oh, okay.
That's crazy. I didn't even realize that.
Okay, so we got 1231 watts at 2.3 ohms. So that's really good. .48. 1200 right off the top. As soon as I restarted it, at 1200 right off the top. Let's do it again. Right again, 1135.
So I think it's that going over 2 ohms because it's a 1700 at 2.0.
So it's real constant for power anyways.
Yeah.
And this just got blurry. I wonder.
That's what I was talking about. It's getting blurry.
Why we got blurry. Let me try to move this back.
Must not have good of an autofocus.
Let me see if it's this. Oh. I think it's having trouble focusing.
That's what I'm saying.
So I'm gonna have to watch that. I think I'm gonna swap back to my other camera.
We'll do that for the slabs test.
Okay. Alright, well I'm gonna do a short, and we got 1250. I think that was the highest we got so far. So I mean that's good for our first test. I didn't realize that. I'm actually gonna, I was just telling him to my, I still have my Rockville Punisher, and that runs right at around 1 ohm also. So we're gonna do the slaps audio, and we're gonna do the Rockville Punisher, and right back there, right there, I have those are the Audio Legion. There's two S25s, and those are also wired to 1 ohm, and two of them, and we can test those and see how those are doing. And I also, the Audio Legion, what are those? ARM 12s. I have the dual box, and that runs right at 1 ohm inside that dual box. So maybe we can try that one also.
We had those on the HD3000 last time, and it took a ton of
Yeah.
power, so this might even...
Yeah, we might get more out of this. So, all right, guys, we'll be back. We're going to swap up subs.
And cameras.
Don't go any... Yeah, and cameras. We'll be back. All right, guys, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back. So today, guys, I just want to talk a little bit about, it's been a kind of a ongoing, I mean, it's been a subject for eternity, but lately it's been more of a subject because people are doing torture tests. They're not RMS tests, and there's been a little bit of discrepancy between what RMS test is and which is root mean square. RMS is root mean square. Continuous power test. So it represents the continuous power of a speaker can handle without damage. Peak power, on the other hand, is a momentary burst. That's what peak power would be. So if a subwoofer has, say, 1,000 watt RMS power, it would generally have a 2,000 watt peak power. So test parameters. During the test, a specific signal is applied to the speaker at a set voltage and frequency for the entire minute, while monitoring for distortion levels. The 1 minute duration ensures that the test accurately reflects the speaker's ability to produce and sound at a consistent level over a sustained period. Now, a typical RMS test conducted by a car audio company to determine speaker's output usually lasts around 1 minute, as it measures the speaker's continuous power handling ability under a sustained load, following standardized guidelines like the CTA-2006-B standard, which specifies a 1 minute test duration. So this is a standardized test that almost all car companies use to determine the subwoofer speaker's RMS power, and then they make the max power, which would be double. Some speakers might never reach that peak power duration, but the peak power is, or not duration, the peak power, but the peak power is usually double what the RMS is on the speaker. And I've seen that many, many times. But generally, when a company states that a speaker is so-and-so RMS power, they're generally right. And if you do a test with a sine wave for a 1 minute duration, proper voltage, on the proper voltage to the amplifier and proper wattage to the subwoofer, without any clipping going on, everything will be fine. Now there are, I just want to read something else here I found. Let's see here. So if an amplifier rated for 14 volts drops to 11 volts, the subwoofer will produce significantly less bass, meaning a noticeable decrease in sound volume and quality, as the reduced voltage limits the amplifier's power output to drive the subwoofer effectively. Essentially, the lower voltage results in a weaker signal sent to the subwoofer, leading to less impactful bass. Now, power reduction. Since power is directly related to voltage squared, a drop from 14 volts to 11 volts represents a substantial decrease in available power to the amplifier's use. Distortion potential. This is what we're talking about. Clipping, distortion. At lower voltage levels, the amplifier may struggle to produce the full audio signal, potentially leading to distortion in the bass frequencies. Clipping issues. In extreme cases of low voltage, the amplifier might start clipping the audio signal, which can sound harsh and unpleasant. Now, things to check for fixing these problems are, first of all, check your wiring. You might want to even increase your wiring, which will allow more current to flow. So if you have, say, 8 or 4 gauge wire, you might want to bump up your wire to 4 or 0 gauge wire. They do sell wire reducers, so if your amplifier only has say a 4 gauge input, they do sell 0 to 4 gauge input reducers. I can show those. I actually have videos that have the reducers shown in them many times over. They sell wire to wire reducers, or wire reducer to wire reducer reducers, which is or multi-wire reducers. You can have one 0 gauge wire, a 4-put input to 2 0 gauge inputs. So there's many different kind of wire reducers that you can use to upgrade your wire without worrying about how you're going to fit the wire into that. You know, if I'm going to have to clip wire on it, you don't have to do that. Years and years ago, that might have been an issue, but in today's world, that's not an issue any longer. So guys, I hope you enjoy the video I have put together for you. It's just a couple of clips of some RMS power, the 1 minute duration for the CTA-2006-B. That's the standardized test for car audio companies. Anything beyond that 1 minute test is torturing your subwoofer, because subwoofers are not made to handle the power continuously like that. And there's no song written by man that has a sine wave for, never mind a minute, I mean a second. That's what you get, a boot, and that's your bass tone. Any song is momentary bursts of power, momentary bursts of sine waves. It's not a continuous sine wave, so you're not going to ever see that in a song. So continuous power, meaning that it can handle that power continuously throughout the song. So if you have a song that's, say, 32 hertz and it's going along and playing beats that are 32 hertz, it's going to handle that power for the duration of that song. I hope everybody understands and gets something out of this video. I know it's probably going to cause a lot of controversy, but we'll take it. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said, as always, take care of yourselves and each other, guys. It's 25. Be good to yourselves and each other, guys. Enjoy. Peace. All right, guys. So this is our first actual real-time RMS subwoofer test. We got the Scar SVR15. It's in the Scar SVR box. Now the FS, the free air frequency of the subwoofer is 33 hertz, I believe. The box is tuned to 30 hertz. So I put it on a 30 hertz tone, just so we're off of that, the FS number a little bit, and still running RMS power though. Now I noticed turning it up to 40 hertz, I tried 40 hertz and I tried 45 hertz. I had to turn the bass remote up to, oh boy, I think it was like 63 on the bass remote, because it has numbers for the, I can show you on the bass remote here. So it has numbers on it. I can actually hold that while we do this test. Let's see if we can get the clear reading there. So, I had to turn this up to, like, I think it was 63, and right now I'm at, I think I was at 30, just setting it up just now. So we're we're gonna do a 30 hertz tone on volume 30 on the bass remote. And like I said, I had to turn this up to 63 at 62 or 63 at 45 hertz. At 40 hertz, it was like 60, 61. So a few numbers there was changing the volume. So let's get on with our test. We're gonna time this for 1 minute. I didn't even think about getting a stopwatch. Let me see if I can get a stopwatch here. Let me see if my phone has a stopwatch. Let's see what the clock says. Timer 30 seconds, 7 minutes. Let's see. Okay, so we're gonna go back. We'll go to 1 minute. I don't know how to 60. So we're gonna go to 60 seconds here on the timer. We have 60 seconds. I don't know if that's gonna hold there. I might have to actually hold that because this thing's pretty strong going. So we're gonna have a lot of stuff going here. I'm gonna have to hold this, I'm gonna have to hold that, and I'm gonna have to hold that, and I'm gonna have to press play. Alright, so let's see if we can get this all going here. Alright, so I'm gonna start that over. And let's see, play button's right there. Alright, and here we go. 60 seconds on the timer. It's actually overpowered, it's over 800 watts. Okay, we're dropping down power. Dropping down power. Dropping down power. Very dropping down power. My phone just shut off. Alright, I'm smelling. I'm gonna cut it. I'm smelling stuff. Alright, so we got to about 50 seconds there. I'm not trying to damage the speaker. Ugh. We can take a temperature reading and see what the temperature is on it. See how hot it is. Yeah, it's pretty warm. And now my wife is gonna bitch at me because the house smells. Where's my temperature thing here? It's got to be over 100 degrees here. Oh yeah. Well over 100. Now this says 105. And that's on the dust cap. 106 on the dust cap. 107. So that's 107 on the dust cap. Let's see what this says here. Let's see what the actual thermometer says. So this one's not even reading. So anyways, that's how an RMS test is done. It's 1 minute, 60 seconds. That's I mean, I guarantee you it could have made it for at least that minute. I just don't want to take any chances of, if I blow a subwoofer in my house, it's gonna stink the whole house up for a day, maybe longer, so who knows. And I'll have to open my window. It's winter time. But I mean, this is the sub I've had smelling problems in the past with anyways. So I mean, all in all, I think it was a good test. Should I have gone to a higher frequency to test on? Maybe. I'm gonna cut this camera off. Alright guys, so I'll be right back. I'm gonna have another video coming your way in this video. I'm not gonna end it here. We'll be right back.